and it's kudos to him.
Grab your seat, get comfy. We're underway. Tyson McGuffin heard from first.
That's some good pace right there as Tyson's got the bun going out of the back of the hat today.
And that a little long from McGuffin. Meanwhile, Ignatowich looks like he's still in Daytona.
0-0-2.
Riley Newman and Matt Wright swinging away.
Big finish there from Riley Newman. And the side out, still no score.
0-0-1.
Oh.
Riley Newman getting no love off the tape right there, as it was just a little long as he tries to drive a ball right at his former partner, Tyson McGuffin.
Riley Newman recently moving from Phoenix to the Lone Star State here.
Yeah, he moved from Phoenix to Dallas.
Yep.
And I asked him yesterday, I said, how'd the move go and everything? He goes, I've unpacked 2 boxes. He goes, and I'm on the road next week and the weekend after too. So he goes, I don't know how I'm going to get moved in yet. Nice finish from Ignatowich with the two-handed backhand cross court as he catches Newman just a little too far in the middle.
And a ball flies on the court. Where did that come from?
That's twice already today, Drew, that we've had a ball come on center court from we don't know where.
First point on the board here for McGuffin Ignatowich. And that time, Matt Wright can't do anything with that.
Yeah, he's in the air trying to block that. I know he wants to set his feet right there and not be airborne trying to block that ball. Oh, Matt Wright, a little love off the tape right there. He'll take it.
2-1-2.
Oh, wow. Into the net, but so impressive on the attack.
And a very quiet Matt Wright there. No emotion out of that one, and just keeping his cool here. It's still early.
And there's McGuffin.
Well, instead of going right at Matt Wright, he went away from him, found a hole. Great job by Tyson McGuffin.
And that's long. Any indication of a side advantage, Dom, with the conditions early in this match?
Doesn't seem to be right now. It seems like things have calmed down a tad, but the wind is blowing from top of your screen to bottom of your screen on court, but no real advantage to either side as of yet. Almost still a feeling out process here early on in game number 1 of this 2 out of 3.
1-2-1.
ATP, beautifully done by Riley Newman, but McGuffin returns it and right into the net that time.
And Riley Newman, you watch him, stops, almost goes over the barricade on the side of the video board. Nice job, Matt Wright. He's doing a great job on these hands battles right now.
Tied at 2. And there's Riley.
And good move on the poach from Riley Newman coming across, getting that forehand.
2-2.
You're hearing the voice of our official on the court, Damon Barry. Second official, Benjamin Farmer, here for this match.
2-3-1. Second serve.
Riley Newman showing McGuffin. It started here and then it ended up cross court. So Wynn looks like it's moving cross now.
Oh,
As you can see that ball from Ignatowich right there, as he hits it right down the middle on the center of the screen, you see it getting pushed from right to left on your screen.
and Ignatowich again, working on Matt Wright. Wright to serve, the former Michigan Wolverine.
All right, Matt Wright playing some absolutely incredible defense here early on in this quarterfinal matchup. I love to see it.
Oh, some really high-level stuff here.
Not only does Matt Wright hit that ball in the net, but he gets called for a foot fault, so double it up.
2-4-1.
Yeah, looked right down immediately. And there's Tyson just caught up with the ball at his feet.
2-4-2.
A little too big there from Riley Newman as McGuffin and Ignatowich get back within one here. No one really wants to pull away.
Side out.
See the big forehand that time from Ignatowich into the net.
4-3-1. Point.
Now you're starting to hear these guys talk a little bit more.
5-3-1.
Oh, Riley Newman comes up with one there.
What a ball right at the body of Tyson McGuffin. As McGuffin's uncoiling on the stack and coming up, he's on the move.
6-3-1.
No split step, and that's an issue right there. McGuffin's got a split step, play that ball out of transition.
Oh, Ignatowich, beautiful.
What a sidestep from Ignatowich, reading the speed up so he can get to his forehand here. Watch him slide to his left to take that ball on the forehand side.
Side out.
So Ignatowich and McGuffin trailing here by 3. Still in game 1. The wind gusts have picked up just a little bit over the last few minutes.
Yeah, it seemed early on that it wasn't really gusting, but now it seems to be starting to gust again.
Oh, the ball just in. And Matt Wright will let you know about it too.
Oh, he is starting to let him know about it as he hits that. He's like, yeah,
3-1.
good block.
Second serve. 6-3-2.
Oh, that's the right ball from Ignatowich. He had it open, but just fails to execute.
7-3-2.
Riley Newman, one of 7 children. Oh, just long. It was cool to see Newman reunited with his sister on the court. Lindsay Newman yesterday, mixed doubles.
3-7-1.
Good move from Tyson McGuffin. Backhand punch, volley. Gets that ball down at the left hip of Riley Newman.
Now you're starting to see business pick up here on championship court.
Starting to see that intensity out of McGuffin. Last thing that Wright and Newman want is to hear McGuffin start barking on him here early.
Ignatowich on a roll. 3 straight points.
6-7-1.
And that one's not coming back. Tough break.
And Riley Newman trying to go inside out down that line on Ignatowich. No luck and love off the tape.
Second serve.
And good ball from Riley Newman on the trigger pull right at the body of McGuffin.
7-2. Side out.
It's the right move by Ignatowich right there. Just the wrong execution on his part. But again, I want to see him do that, continue to do that. Just got to execute it.
7-all. And McGuffin, little flick with that right hand. Crowd loves it.
Well, the best part about that is you watch McGuffin clear his body out of the way so he can extend on this counter right there and get that ball down at the feet.
Is that on the line? Yes, it is.
That's a nice ball there from Matt Wright as he gets McGuffin a little late on the stack.
8-7-2. Side out.
So back and forth here in game number 1. Started out a little bit choppy on both sides, but both teams have really picked up the level of their play. And now Ignatowich will tighten up those sneakers.
7-8-1.
Oh.
Second serve.
And you hear Ignatowich saying that shot was stupid, right? To himself, right? Because Matt Wright, he's tested a few times right now, and Matt has answered pretty much every one of them. So he's got to stop that right there, and he knows it.
And Riley trying to come right back, just a little long, tied at 8 now. The veteran savvy of Matt Wright on display. Oh, Riley Newman. And now the chirping picks up.
Oh, and you hear Riley Newman go, "That's not the spot, James." And both of them smile at each other as they say that. So it's not too heated yet.
Second serve.
And Ignatowich very calmly with the winner. Now gets back into position.
8-8-2.
Just kind of get the sense to Ignatowich. He's kind of the young upstart in this group. All these other guys are savvy veterans.
Absolutely. These guys have been around for a while, but Ignatowich's game is at the same level, sometimes if not higher than most players on court. Ooh, that's a tough ball. I almost thought that ball would have gone long, but again, it was at the body of Riley Newman. Tough for him to try and get out of the way of that.
9-8. McGuffin and Ignatowich with the lead. They've got some momentum here. Off the tape and out, and now it's game point.
A nice run here from McGuffin and Ignatowich.
10-8.
Tyson's got to go get it. Just cannot dig that one out. Great effort, though.
Yeah, tried to use the wind to pull that back in because it is going right to left, but not enough.
10-8-2. Side out.
And you kind of knew that that was coming. Wright Newman gets side out here.
And again, testing Matt Wright is not the thing to do right now. Playing so well. Great counters today.
See, Ignatowich just kind of fending off Tyson that time. Is that appropriate here?
Absolutely, and Tyson knows that, right? McGuffin knows that Ignatowich is going to come across. It's happened a couple times already where you see McGuffin almost stand straight up to let Ignatowich come over and take that forehand. That's why Ignatowich is playing that left side. Tyson knows that. He knows his role in this matchup where he's playing that right side. He's the eye candy of the two, right? Where he's going to play on that side, let Ignatowich do his thing and come over and take 75% of the court when he can get that.
And now third game point for Tyson McGuffin and James Ignatowich. Riley and Matt fighting another one off. Second serve here, James Ignatowich. And just too much on it.
Well, McGuffin and Ignatowich have had 4 chances to end this game and come up empty. Issue right now is they can't get off 8.
Ignatowich, the emphatic finish.
Well, you saw right there in that point too, Wright and Newman switched sides. So Newman took the right side and Wright took the left side for that point to see if they could change something up. Did not work.
Ignatowich has got it right, though, on top of it. Man, he is so tough.
Well, Drew, this is game point number 6 for McGuffin and Ignatowich. You have to finish here. You cannot let a team like Newman and Matt Wright back in this.
Riley Newman says, not yet.
And you know how hard it is not to hit the net with your paddle right there because that ball was so close to the net. That's a tough ball for Riley Newman on a tough point.
Stuck on 10 here, McGuffin and Ignatowich. Wright and Newman another opportunity to close in.
8-10-2.
Big overhead from Big Papa Jimmy.
And Ignatowich puts it away, but again, they are just hanging around, and I love this. I absolutely love this. This is a timeout on the offensive side of the ball from McGuffin and Ignatowich. They know that this is game point number 7. They're going to sit, relax, talk about this, focus on what they need to do here. They have 2 more opportunities to end this game. So strategy-wise, great job on the offensive side from McGuffin and Ignatowich.
And we'll see that next game point coming up next.
All right, after a referee timeout, time in. 10-8.
So another game point here for McGuffin and Ignatowich. Riley Newman pulls one out of the bag. Second serve, though, here. If they can fend this off, Tom, it would be huge.
Unbelievable. Game point number 8.
Matt Wright barely gets one over. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Holding your breath on that too. And what did you see from Ignatowich and McGuffin? They switched sides too. They put McGuffin on the left to try and doesn't work.
And all of a sudden, Ignatowich misfires. So one closer now. Oh, Riley Newman can't return it. So here's Riley Newman now. Tyson McGuffin. Wow.
Just a little too high right there on the third from Riley Newman. We'll give McGuffin and Ignatowich a 9th game point as that ball comes right into your living room.
10-9-1.
And it's McGuffin making it happen to the finish of game number 1.
Wow, I mean, what an ending right there. 9 game points it took for McGuffin and Ignatowich to end it, but they do. But the issue was that Wright and Newman couldn't get off 8. It was 10-8 forever. They couldn't answer either, so that was the big issue.
What a match we have brewing here on Championship Court. Game number 2, straight ahead. Could not have asked for much more. And game number 1, Tyson McGuffin. Not a lot of barking in that first game, but he let his play do the talking for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They came out on top again. It took them 9 game points, as we've reiterated a few times, to end it. But they do come out on top. It's not about how you get there. It's about the end result. And the end result was a win in game number 1, 11-9. For your 7 seed, McGuffin and Ignatowich, over the 2 seed, Wright and Newman.
Big finish there for Riley Newman. You saw in Daytona, McGuffin and Ignatowich adjusting on the fly and sort of trying to make it work in the heat of battle. We're seeing clearly some of the adjustments in the game plan coming together here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you saw them making those adjustments, trying to change sides, see what worked. Oh, that's good pressure from Riley Newman right there as he comes over on the poach, forces the ball wide.
1-0-1.
So if you are Wright and Newman, keep doing what brought you here. Don't change anything.
No, I don't see any adjustments they need to make. It's execution. They were at 10-8 for about, obviously 8 game points in game 1. They were right there. They just didn't execute when they got their serve back. Don't change much. Matt Wright playing very well. Good blocks. Reading Ignatowich, speeding up right at him.
Matt Wright can't play that one. Tough to play.
Yeah, off the tape there from Ignatowich on his forehand.
Oh, what a two-handed backhand.
Yeah, it's tough for Matt Wright to speed up right there from a low ball as you watch him try and roll this ball at the backhand of Ignatowich. But Ignatowich is sitting backhand right there because he knows that McGuffin's got him in the middle. So he's going to sit backhand all day as soon as that ball gets outside of the center of Matt Wright's body.
First point for McGuffin and Ignatowich here in game 2.
Tyson McGuffin sitting on that Ferrari forehand, as he likes to call it. Beautifully done. And a little bit of a bark there.
Second serve.
But that's the same guy. And he'll be the first to admit it right there. Is execution not there on that forehand.
Ignatowich there once again.
Yeah, he's just a little wide on that forehand right there. As he got just a little too big. He knows it too.
And that one just long as well.
4-2-1.
4-2 game here, game 2. That's all Riley Newman.
Yeah, he speeds up right at Ignatowich, but where's he speed up? He speeds right up at the body. Doesn't let Ignatowich get extended. And you see then the jam up on the counter.
Paddles hit the ground and a 5-2 game. We'll call timeout here on Championship Court. You're watching the ONIX Austin Showdown, powered by Invited. Pickleball legend Matt Wright set to serve here out of the timeout. 5-2 here in game 2.
5-2-1.
Oh, Tyson McGuffin playing it. Now Riley Newman, as we mentioned, the brand new Dallas resident.
Such a good job right there from Matt Wright, and he sets up his partner Riley Newman for the put away.
Mentioned Dallas, that of course the new home of the national championships at Brookhaven. Cannot wait for that. That news recently released, the Carvana PPA Tour, part of that. And Dom, I know that is going to be epic.
Newman sitting on it right there. He read it so well, but just does not execute in the middle.
2-6-1.
So here's McGuffin now serving, trailing 2-6. And you just get the sense that Wright and Newman here have made the right adjustment.
Nice ball by Ignatowich right at the feet of Riley Newman. Again, being able to get on top of that ball is such a key, and get that ball at your opponent's feet, so they have to try and dig up on the ball.
Matt Wright able to sneak one in once again.
Yeah, again, the speed up right at the right hip of Ignatowich, and that seems to be the spot right now for Riley Newman and Matt Wright.
And that ball shanked into the crowd. And now it is a runaway here in game number 2, 8-2. And that right down the line. Beautiful from Tyson.
That's a beautiful shot, and a little roll forehand down the line from McGuffin. Watch him set this up nicely as he had Newman leaning just a little bit to the middle, and that's all it took to create that window of opportunity.
spoke earlier today about the paddle grip of Callan Dawson. Definitely unique also with Riley Newman as well.
Oh, it's like a frying pan in his hand. It's so uniquely awkward for Riley Newman.
One of the few lobs we've seen today. Matt Wright, Ignatowich makes him pay for it.
And he's trying to almost double up on that. Not sure why, as Matt Wright's laughing at himself, I think. Going, why in the world would I try that right there? But again, with a 5-point lead.
Comes right back very calmly, just places it in the corner.
There's a little slap backhand down the line as Ignatowich coming up on the drive third from McGuffin.
8-3-1.
Oh, McGuffin, a fastball right to the body of Matt Wright.
Again, it's you think that these guys don't have a plan, and they do. That is an absolute perfect spot at the right hip.
Saw Riley play that. I think he maybe thought he should have called it out that time.
But I think it did. I think it skipped off the line, and that's why he's like, he thought it was going to be long, but then it skips off the line.
And again, Matt Wright with a little finger wag.
Oh, no, no. We're not doing that right now, are we? No, no, says Matt Wright. Oh, and Riley Newman. I think they both played a couple balls that would have been out, did Matt Wright and Riley Newman, but Newman comes out on top with the forehand winner cross court.
Tyson McGuffin puts it away. So Wright, Newman, they've been stuck on 8 for an eternity here.
Yes, they have. They need to get out of this funk again.
8-3-2.
When you get up like this, you got to put teams away. And Wright and Newman end up switching sides that time, trying to change things up. Does not work.
Ignatowich to serve. See if they can make a late run here in game 2. And Riley Newman's just not having it.
Yeah, just sitting on that speed up from McGuffin. He's waiting on it right there. Good patience from all 4 of these gentlemen. But again, it's McGuffin who speeds up and makes the initiation. Riley Newman all over it.
3-8-2. Point.
The rare miss on a dink there from Matt Wright. He's shaking his head as he comes back to the baseline.
4-8-2.
A little bit closer here, 4-8.
Watch it.
Still playing. Oh, just nothing Tyson could do there up against that video board.
Yeah, against the video board, handcuffed by Riley Newman.
8-4-1.
Hands battle won by Wright and Newman.
And finally, Drew, they get off of 8. They've been on 8, like you said, for an eternity.
9-4-1.
Now time to pick it up and finish this game.
Ignatowich, heard from there.
9-4-2.
And Matt Wright can't lift it over, so side out going the other way.
I do like that ball because he was going right hip of Ignatowich like they've had some success. He just didn't execute it like he wanted to, but I do like the move.
So tough sledding here in game 2 for McGuffin and Ignatowich, trailing by 5. Good effort defensively by Ignatowich.
And Matt Wright just guides it out with his finger going, nope, that's going wide. But as you see, Newman and Wright switching sides here. Is playing Matt on the left, Newman on the right.
They're within 4.
5-9-2.
And they're going to get another point here. So, don't go away just yet here.
No.
Game 2, still very much up for grabs.
Well, that's 2 freebies on return of serves off the big Ignatowich serve.
Tyson up against the body of Wright.
Well, finally McGuffin got to a forehand, right? So you saw Matt Wright and Riley Newman really going middle to try and go to the Tyson McGuffin backhand right there, and they found it pretty much that whole point, except for that right there where McGuffin was able to run around it. He sped up at the left shoulder of Matt Wright and got him.
Point like that will certainly get you going. Ignatowich takes a quick drink. Don't go away. Game 2 in the balance. If you were to combine level of play and personality, hard to find 4 better than the 4 players we're watching here. James Ignatowich and Tyson McGuffin serving. Let's serve will do it again. Trailing 7-9, game 2. So good timeout for Wright and Newman.
Yeah, great timeout, very effective. They get the side out right away. And now trying to end this McGuffin and Ignatowich run. Matt Wright making sure everyone in the stadium knew that that was out.
And a big point because it's going to give Wright and Newman their first game point of today. The best players on the tour, when it matters the most, when things really get dicey down, they make the right calls, whether it's a timeout or an adjustment or just take a deep breath, right?
Well, yeah, that's it. You see different philosophies from different teams, right? You watch Colin and Ben Johns, they don't burn a lot of timeouts. They don't like to. It's their prerogative. Most other teams are very strategic with their timeouts. They understand they're not getting a refund off of their entry fee for saving timeouts, so they use them. Just like this right here. You're seeing McGuffin and Ignatowich burn their final timeout at 7-10. They burned their first at 2-5, right? They were down by 3. They burned their third one here at 7-10. And so now we're going to see what happens after this timeout. As you're seeing Tyson McGuffin mess with his hand a little bit. He had the trainer over there in between games.
Yeah, it looks like he has a cut there on his hand as he plays on. Ignatowich right inside that back line.
Yeah, and as soon as Newman hit it, it almost started eye rolling himself. He's like, it's probably not the right decision to go right there at that time. See again the focus on the McGuffin backhand.
Oh, on the line from Wright. Picked his spot and went right after it.
Beautifully executed there from Matt Wright and Riley Newman. They really found where they want to go with that ball in the middle to the McGuffin backhand, and then the pulled trigger from Matt Wright finds the hole, and we're going to game 3.
So the savvy veterans find a way. Game 3, here we come from Austin. It's next. Welcome back to the ONIX Austin Showdown, powered by Invited. Alongside Dom Catalano, I'm Drew Felios. Dave Fleming and Kyle McKenzie will be joining you later here from Austin. Been a fun event here thus far, but I think this our best match of this men's and women's doubles day thus far.
Absolutely, and it only took, 9 game points in game 1 for McGuffin and Ignatowich to win 11-9. And then Wright and Newman right the ship, no pun intended, and win game number 2, 11-7, which sends us to game 3 here on championship court. So in game 3, we'll switch ends here at 6. And again, the weather is cooperated as far as dampness so far today, but it is still windy on your screen, going right to left a little bit, so you come into play. And now where is Tyson McGuffin and James Ignatowich? And they're there. So it looked like earlier, Drew, we had Tyson McGuffin dealing with a little bit of a hand issue, but I don't really think it's going to affect his game that much, but he had the trainer over taping him up a little bit.
And we also saw some tremendous shot making from Matt Wright. Let me ask you this, Don. Given where the game is going, all the athletic players coming into the game like Ignatowich, do you expect Matt Wright to play top level up until he hits that 50 mark?
Oh, absolutely. Matt Wright has been one of the best in the game for years, and that hasn't changed. He can handle the James Ignatowiches, the Federico Staxruds, all those guys coming in. He can still handle them. Again, things still need to go through the top and upper echelon of pickleball.
Game 3 underway. Quite a way to start.
Great hands battle again, right on cue. If you're thinking that James Ignatowich is going to overpower Matt Wright, Matt Wright's got something to say about it.
Quick 2-0 lead. And there's Ignatowich, and you said it, Dom, the way that Wright just goes toe-to-toe with some of the bright young stars of the game time and again.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good spot right there from Ignatowich, finding a hole in the middle. And then Wright giving a freebie back. Yeah, another good hands battle won by Newman and Wright. They seem to be coming out on top of most of these.
And there's a serve that was right on the line, confused Wright just for a split second there, and we're tied.
The 1-2 combo from Matt Wright. He's initiating speed up and then putting that ball away.
Oh, phenomenal.
Matt Wright feeling it right now. He is pulling the trigger so fast right now. He does not care if Ignatowich or McGuffin are countering back. He's handling every single thing that's coming at him.
Oh, Newman and Wright just not letting anything drop.
Nope, nothing. A little stare down there from Matt Wright, and they are feeling it up 4-2 here in game number 3.
If Wright has a little extra incentive, it's understandable. Yesterday, he and Lucy Kovalova lost to Ignatowich and Anna Bright. Can clearly see he wants one back here, badly.
And Riley Newman got just a little off balance on that ball. Good dink there from McGuffin, pulling him very wide.
4-2-2.
And good speed up there from Tyson McGuffin as he finishes with that forehand. I want to see something here. McGuffin seems to be wanting to take most of the thirds here and letting Ignatowich crash. Let's see where he goes. Yeah, and right on cue, you're seeing McGuffin take over in the middle. After he serves, he's stepping into the middle here, almost pushing Ignatowich off to the side so that he's able to take those thirds and let Ignatowich crash. A little more comfortable with this right now. See McGuffin sitting in the middle. That ball's on Ignatowich's side, but he's taking it. Wow.
4-4-1.
All tied at 4 here in game 3. And that ball's long, so the lead for the first time here in game 3 to McGuffin and Ignatowich.
5-4-1.
Oh.
And as soon as McGuffin hit it, he was like, maybe I want to pull that back, reset that, but tries to pull a trigger from a really low, awkward position. That ball never came up for him.
And McGuffin can't catch up to that one again. Matt Wright making the difference, side out.
4-5-1.
Oh. And there it is.
We just had Riley Newman spinning around like a top back there.
4-5-2.
Long return this time. Can even things up at 5.
5-5-2.
Riley Newman right into your living room.
And he'll finish and run over to the bench right as he finishes that, because we'll switch ends here at 6-5 lead on the side of Riley Newman and Matt Wright as he just cruises over to the bench.
So Newman and Wright right now with the momentum. Good match going on here in Austin. Welcome back to Tennis Channel's coverage of the ONIX Austin Showdown, powered by Invited. Drew Felios, Dom Catalano here watching Riley Newman and Matt Wright, the savvy veterans of this great game of pickleball. Tyson McGuffin, James Ignatowich in the far court. Riley on the speed up has the final say.
And it's the right speed up because he had McGuffin moving. So he's on the move and speeds up at him. So with the movement, it causes the pop up and then the put away.
Riley Newman just gets on those rolls, right? You can just feel when he really senses that he is about to take over a match. Kind of have that feel right now, don't you, Dom?
Yeah, absolutely. He's starting to feel it again here. Up by 2 in game 3, trying to move on through the quarters into the semis.
Oh, Matt Wright can't lift it. Side out the other way. Another test for McGuffin and Ignatowich. And short on the return from Tyson.
Wow, what a spot there from Riley Newman. I mean, he's threading the needle down the middle there. No paddle on it from McGuffin or Ignatowich.
Should mention the winner of this match gets the winner of Frazier Johnson versus Arnold and Wilson.
Wow, what a read from Riley Newman. He moved to the spot before McGuffin even hit that ball. Sitting on the forehand, punches that down.
8-5 now. Riley Newman clearly in the zone.
Oh, wow. Matt Wright again winning a hands battle against Ignatowich. Just when you think it's not the right move to do that, handling everything, and it's a 9-5 lead. Wow.
So timeout, Ignatowich and McGuffin. This one could be slipping away here. Game number 3, Newman and Wright starting to pull away. And while we have a moment, a special instructional video brought to you by Top Court. Great stuff from Captain Parento and Leah Jansen. 9-5 here in game 3. Matt Wright and Riley Newman on a roll. And that is out, and we are at match point.
Riley Newman just playing so well right now. And Matt Wright just handling every piece of pressure. He's speeding up. Riley Newman finishing. Deadly combination right now.
Just out from Wright. Still, the way he is able to stand in and take those blows.
Well, and see what happens here. McGuffin and Ignatowich have switched it, and they've put Ignatowich cross court from Matt Wright now.
Wright wants that serve back, doesn't he?
Ball is not coming back right there on that overhead from Matt Wright.
Oh, great defense by Ignatowich. Newman finally with the finish.
Can't get that second one on the overhead from Newman. And they will get at least 2 more opportunities at match point.
So here we are again. Oh, Ignatowich got to go get it. Wright keeping it alive, the great hand speed.
The fact that Matt Wright kept that one last ball and played that right there, and then Ignatowich, the wherewithal and the court knowledge to be able to go, oh, that's going to be in. I need to get this.
10-5-2.
Another match point. ATP, there it is. Riley Newman and Matt Wright, little chirping to the crowd. All in good fun. The savvy veterans drop game one and they come roaring back in the next two.
Yeah, they played incredible in games 2 and 3. They didn't play bad in game 1, had opportunities, fought off 8 game points, and then used that momentum into games 2 and game 3.
Boy, these guys are tough to break. And when they put it together and start believing, there are very few teams that can deal with them. So there's your final. Wright and Newman moving on. Much more pickleball to come from Austin. Don't dare go anywhere.